What's going on, 49er Faithful, 49er fan, 49er gang? This is your boy, Niner Gang Podcast, back in the building. So, I know I said I was going to get that Saints one to y'all tomorrow, but I got a little bit of time, so I'm going to give it to y'all tonight. This is going to be a quick one. It's going to be real simple, real smooth. Nothing too crazy. Just going to make sure that we, make sure that we keep everything going in the right direction. So, New Orleans Saints, like I said, it's going to be a quick one. They were in cap hell, over $70 million over the cap. It's just straight up, flat out ridiculous, man. The Saints just had like the worst of the worst situations going on. So basically, it kind of sucked that we had to have that happen to him, man. And it was really unfortunate. So what I will tell you is the Saints have made some moves. So we got to go over those moves real quick and figure out how they messed around and got a little bit closer to getting under the cap, but not all the way there yet. So the Saints create nearly $34 million in salary cap space by restructuring Michael Thomas, Ryan Ramczyk, one of the offensive linemen, and Andrus Peat, another offensive lineman. So NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reported the Saints created nearly $34 million in cap space by restructuring three marquee contracts. Michael Thomas, obviously Ryan Ramczyk, and Andrus Peat. Rappaport adds that Thomas and Ramczyk's restructuring netted more than $26 million in cap space, while Peat's created an additional $7.8 million. New Orleans now sits roughly $42 million over the projected salary cap of $208 million ahead of Saturday's adjustments. So while they did go ahead and make some adjustments, they still do have a lot of a lot of movement to be made. There's still a lot of moves to be made based on everything that happened with them. So the Saints are going to have a real bit of work because currently they're at $216,142, and the current cap is at $208.2 million. So they've got to figure out how to get under that cap because though you restructured three of those people, i.e. two of your offensive linemen and Michael Thomas, who I still have no idea on God's green earth why you have this dude here. That makes absolutely no sense. He doesn't want to be there. He constantly is fighting with teammates. He brings you more headaches than he does on the field production. And then to top it off, Michael Thomas, I don't even think he played much of last year, man. So I'm trying to take a look at it. And it's an atrocity. You know what I mean? Like the dude hasn't even been around. He got his new contract and he's barely played. Michael Thomas has played full seasons in every year of his career from 2016 through 2019. Then in 2020, he only played 7 games. Then in 2021, I don't think he played at all. So you've got a guy of that caliber. Yes, you love him. You want him to keep him on the team and everything like that. But then you got to look at it and go, damn, bro, you're sucking up a lot of cap space. You give me more headaches than you do bring me production on the field. It just doesn't work. So for me, I don't think that they should keep Michael Thomas. I'm going to tell you right now, you still got Alvin Kamara on the books. Like their current cap situation, man, is still a lot. The new league year is less than 2 weeks away, and the Saints are one of several teams who will still have some work to do. The good news is that the original $76 million average has been cut down by nearly 45% with just 3 players. We're anticipating more moves as the deadline approaches, so we put together a tracker to keep up with all the financials for New Orleans. So this report is generated and updated daily. Takes a snapshot of how many players are under contract, each team's cap carryover, team cap, and total cap room for the top 51. And basically right now, with the salary cap being at $208.2 million, they're still currently $33 million in the hole. So, they made some moves, but here's the potential things that they could do. Marshawn Lattimore, currently $27.45 million, $9.1 million in base, $1.5 million in signing, $15 million in a roster bonus, $1.85 million in restructure. So you can restructure Marshawn Lattimore, Cam Jordan, Alvin Kamara, David Onyemata, Teron Armstead, Taysom Hill, Malcolm Jenkins, Demario Davis, Bradley Roby, Marcus Davenport. Like these are all guys basically that they can either cut or wind up going ahead and restructuring. The number one guy on this list that needs to be restructured is Taysom Hill. I have no understanding on God's green earth of why you have a quarterback that's not even a quarterback, who's more of a Swiss Army knife, that's getting paid $12 million. He don't even have a specific position. The man plays everywhere, but you can't pay him $12 million. That don't make no sense. When they gave him a new deal, it didn't make sense then. Why would you give Taysom Hill a brand new deal and you know he ain't gonna be your quarterback of the future? So $12 million? Nah, look, Taysom, we're gonna have to cut that down to at least about 5, baby. I know you do a lot for us, but 5 is good. Alvin Kamara, currently, to be honest with you, and I know this may sound a little shady, look at what happened with that situation in Vegas. They're gonna come and ask you for some money out your pocket, I guarantee you. You know, I know they might save a little bit because he has been suspended for a few games, but I'm just saying, when you fuck up, that's what they do. They start coming to digging in your pockets. What's the worst way to mess with a rich person? Fuck with their money. They don't like that. So, next thing is David Onyemata, 13.717 mil. Look, bro, we need to take a pay cut, man. We got to get under this cap. And if we're going to keep this team together, you're going to have to do it. You know, you can ask him to take a pay cut and try to cut him. Like I said, you can ask that. Teron Armstead, another offensive lineman. You only need to restructure him. You don't need to cut him because you want to keep the offensive line intact. Malcolm Jenkins, love the guy, plays good football. Cut him. If you can cut him with minimal cap space, with minimal dead cap, get rid of it. Demario Davis, 11 milli. Same thing. Either cut him or not. You know, these are all things that happen. And you've got to be able to figure this stuff out, man, and know exactly what it is and how much it's going to be. So I'm going to try to take a look at some of the numbers and see if there's anything that they can really do to be able to go ahead and open up more money on the books and how much dead cap it's going to cost you if you wind up letting go of some of these people. So David Onyemata, yeah, if you cut him, you still got to pay him about $9 million. And this is pre-June 1st. If you go after June 1st, you only owe him $3.8 million. So you could still save roughly about $10 million. But if you cut him now, you're not doing yourself a favor. Armstead, basically, you're going to have to pay him his money regardless. His money's guaranteed. So, well, it says he has no salary guaranteed, and it doesn't look like he has a dead cap hit. So there's savings, that are involved when it comes down to it. So let's take a look at the other guys. Let's find Malcolm Jenkins, because I know he's making a nice little bit of change. Where'd he go? Malcolm Jenkins right here. Yeah, maybe it looks like y'all could save a good $7 million. So, like I said, these are going to be shorts. Anything bad happens to the Saints is good for me. Except, yes. Yeah, you don't want any hurricanes no more. But, I mean, you can't have them winning anything. So, that being said, man, those are the guys that they're going to be looking to move money around with, because you have, once again, Lattimore, Cam Jordan, Kamara, Onyemata, Armstead, Taysom Hill, Malcolm Jenkins, Demario Davis, Bradley Roby, and Marcus Davenport. Here's the thing with Taysom Hill. They probably won't cut him, but I guarantee you he's due for a restructure. They are not going to pay him $12 million to be sitting here doing not a damn thing, and you ain't even the starting quarterback. So while he's a Swiss Army knife, it ain't going to work out that way. But there's just a variety of different things that you can look into to be able to see what's going on, man. Drew Brees retired. I think they got a little bit of money, but he's 11.5 million in dead money. Like, it's crazy. So, to be honest with you, man, that's what you got to look into. Got to be smarter about your money. Got to make sure you get the right guys in the building, and make sure that you pay them the correct way. Like I said, I wasn't gonna spend too much time on these things because I don't know a lot about the teams. I'm just giving y'all basically what I see from a few articles and just my take on it. But yeah, they're going to be cap casualties. I guarantee you. I feel like honestly, if they're going to cut somebody, you probably see Malcolm Jenkins go, maybe even Demario Davis, possibly a Bradley Roby, maybe even a Marcus Davenport. There are guys that definitely can, come off the books and save them some dang money, man. So you just got to be smart about it. You got to know who to cut, where to cut, and how to do it. But with still being 33, almost 34 million in purgatory, as far as that cap space is concerned, man, it's going to be it's going to be several more restructures, or it's going to be some dudes that hit the free agent market. I can guarantee you that. But that's all I have on the Saints, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll be back with more. We still going to touch on Green Bay's issues because they're up next. It's definitely going to be a situation for them because of the situation with them re-signing A-Rod, and then, of course, Devontae Adams. He going to want his money. So there's a lot of things that are going to go on. Probably going to be some more cap casualties. Lots of cap casualties throughout the league. I expect when free agency starts for us to see a lot of dudes hit the market. But thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate everybody. Have a good evening. Stay blessed. Peace.